Economic growth and opportunity wasn't an emphasis of our administration, it was the emphasis from the very first day. Thank goodness for the great work of people in economic development, whether they're working for localities, regions, or companies. You can have a great product, but you better have good people to go sell it and tell the story. And fortunately, Indiana's had that too.
Economic development in Indiana really has some really great professionals. I've been blessed to be in this profession for a number of years, and I think back to a lot of the people who were doing it when I started, and now look at some of the new people in the profession, and really top to bottom, Indiana just has a tremendous roster of really good economic professionals.
I've worked with so many good people in economic development organizations. You could almost pull out the directory of IEDA, and I've probably worked with them and have benefited from their knowledge and experience.
One of the things that I love most about economic development in this field, in this industry, are just the people. The Scott Fulfords, the Christy McKillops, the Jeff Bannings, the Harold Gutzwillers, Jeff Quiles, Jim Plump, Cheryl Morphew, Dan Theobald, Jeff Pipkin. No matter what the role was, I could go on and on and on about this amazing group of people.
Bill Kanye, Bill Bradley, Jim Tidd in Miami County is another guy I've asked advice for, Tim Eckerly in Grant County.
Tim Eckerly, who, if you look up the word curmudgeon in the dictionary, his picture's in it. But he's been at the same economic development position for probably close to 30 years in Marion, in Grant County, and he's done an amazing job.
So when you talk about growth and when you talk about Indiana and economic development, the person I've always looked up to is Stay Ritchie.
Jim Plump from Seymour. He's been at it for a very long time, a little bit longer than me, and he's been quite successful.
And I think a lot of my colleagues around the state would also look to Jim as somebody that has helped them and been a great example.
I think somebody like Greg Wathen has been a role model for our field in Indiana for many years. He's always brought a fantastic diversity to it and been top-notch on legislative changes, whether they're here in Indiana or across the country.
Number one is really easy. His name's Greg Wathen from Evansville. I hold him in the highest possible regard and with a lot of respect because I think he's innovative and creative, which is what we have to be these days.
A mentor to me in my career has always been Mindy Kenworthy. Mindy has done a tremendous job brokering deals and working with site consultants and company executives to bring jobs and a lot of investment to the state of Indiana. And as a female in the profession, she's been a role model that I hope I can follow in her footsteps. The other person would be Wendy Dant-Chesser.
Wendy Dant-Chesser. She is incredible.
I have known Wendy Dant-Chesser for more years than either of us will ever admit. I learned quickly that she is tough, she's assertive, she's effective, and mostly she cares about the work that she does.
Daryl Velker in Harrison County is one of the first economic developers I ever met. And I thought that the way that he knows his community and can incorporate what he needs to do with the culture in his community is the best at that.
Harold Gutzwiller, Charlie Sparks, Mindy Kenworthy, Greg Wathen, Jim Plump, Tim Eckerly. There's so many, but these were the people that when I got into this industry really kind of showed me the ropes. I mean, they were the ones kind of telling us what to do, leading the change, the effort, the discussions, what needed to be improved, how are we going to continue economic development in an innovative and fun way. You know, I looked up to those people now and I probably forever will. I mean, they were the ones that taught me what economic development is.